thought I would concentrate this video on emotions. Now, I've done some emotions like, oh, parents when their children leave for school and things like that. But I thought I would kind of go through, and I've, throughout discussion have shown emotions, but I thought I would go through, the majority or the whole gambit of emotions. So, so the first one, is happy and merry, like you would say Merry Christmas, or I'm happy to be here, or that kind of thing. So that's happy. And so I don't want to forget, so I had to write it down. And excited. So we have our open 8 fingers. Remember, this is 8, so this is open 8, but we have this bent, and the tips of the middle fingers have more blood in it, and it's used for more emotion. So excited. And it's all here because that's your heart races, right? And it gets, when you're happy and excited, but your emotions are right here because that's where you feel it. So that's where the emotions, most of them are. So we have happy, we have excited, and then, so we want to, it's this whole sentence, so we can go through the whole, I'm going to do all the emotions, and then we'll go through these sentences so that you can see that. Exaggerate. Exaggerate. So you have the hand that you write with is going to be on the outside, and the hand that you don't write with is going to be closer to your body. And it's because the right hand is going to do the action of the hand that you write with. Exaggerate. It's almost like you've got this big long rope. Exaggerate. And going, oh, exaggerate it. It can be, that goes on and on and on, right? And that is going to be your facial expression. But if they exaggerated, so they're telling a story and they just exaggerated it, right? So we say that quite a bit. So then we can do sad. Sad. We've done depressed, so you can do depressed, a D for depressed, or depressed. So you can use any of those. The feely fingers. I see this or this more common, but I have seen this mostly in psychological situations. You also want to see anger. So anger, it can be like this, a claw hand, either like that on their face. I do this, and I think it's just because I've learned it, and plus it comes from here, and I got mad, right? But I do see a lot of different people do, I was mad. And it's usually because your face turns red. But I like it because it comes from here and it goes up to your face. Like all of a sudden you're getting mad. So then awful, your 8 hands, and it's going to flick out awful. It was terrible. It was awful. It was awful. Then we've already done argument. Like we've had a discussion or a conversation, but this is to argue, and I've already showed you could escalate it. So the argue. Also to exacerbate, which means to make worse. I remember some years ago I was using the word exacerbate, and someone said, you mean exaggerate? I go, no, I mean exacerbate, not exaggerate. And then finally I just go, if that's what you think I'm saying. But exacerbate means to make worse. So you have your V hand shape and you go this way, worse. It was worse. Man, and that situation, she made it worse, right? To exacerbate, to make it worse. But to exaggerate, that means, like you're telling a fish story, right? It was really small, but now it's big. So it's not necessarily making it worse. It's just you're exaggerating the situation. So there's a little bit of difference in the definition of those words. So upset, so we were doing all the sad, mad. Anyway, so upset. So we have our B hand shape, relaxed B, and then we're starting here, and then it's going to flip over. Upset. And frustrated. Now you can use this with 2 hands or 1 hand. I've already showed this, also a B hand shape. And it's going this way, like you're going towards your mouth. And you could do, you could use, I was just frustrated. Because you can't really do it towards your hand. You would do frustrated. And this also means trouble. Envy. it's I use a J for jealous, but you could also do envy, but it almost looks like addiction, so I don't use it that way. I like envy, jealousy. I still use the J just because it's, to me, it's more clear, and I like to be more clear because sometimes I know I'm doing the sign right, but if the other person is not seeing it clearly, then you need to change it anyway. So that's why I do that. Revenge means I'm going to get back at you. I'm just using all the different phrases that we would use, and oh, she got me back, or so this is revenge. So you have your baby O's, and your right hand does the action, or the hand that you write with. So your left hand doesn't have to really do anything, but it can. So this is to change, right? But this is to get back, to get you, you know. We even use that in some of our Halloween signs. But anyway, but that's revenge. Also, if you're happy and excited about, because you're creative, you can create. This is going to be in our sentences. This is the reason why I'm doing this one. To create or to make. Then proud. So you do your open A hand shape, and you start kind of in the middle of your chest and go up. Proud. And that could be, when you're living in the South, people say, I'm so proud to see you. I'm so proud you came by. It doesn't have to necessarily be prideful. It can be, I'm so proud of you, right? Proud. Boastful. And then that was, let me back up. It's more of an open A hand shape, and it goes like this on your waist, and you're boastful. So that's used a lot if someone's bragging or something like that. Selfish, your three-hand shape down here, and now we're going to draw it up into a claw. So it does this. But so we start here and we go toward ourselves. Selfish. They're selfish. They won't share. Selfish. You can also use, like sometimes if you're talking about maybe to someone's a little bit greedy or they're opportunist, selfish. I use it sometimes that way. Then, so when people they fail, like if they try and they fail, a V hand shape, fail, to fail. That's to fail a test, to fail at something. Careless. Careless, they were careless. And I think we did gossip already. And surprise. You got to open up your eyes too. Surprise. You can do wake up, but it's like surprise, and it's also in context. You need to wake up, right? I probably wouldn't be, but surprise, right? Your facial expression changes. Foolish, silly. We've already done that before. Oh, they're just being foolish. Oh, you're just so silly. See, just the same. So you change your facial expressions to change that connotation. To be crazy. Also see, this just can be confused with dizzy. But some people, that is, a bona fide sign. But I always use crazy because people use this for dizzy. And I worked in the medical field exclusively for 8 years, and so I always saw this for dizzy. So I never wanted to, have a change the connotation for anything. Lazy. Oh, I just want to be lazy and watch TV. Some people do watch. Remember, did that? Watch. And I want to be lazy. Or lazy. G, guilty. You can leather coat, a leather coat. So let's do lazy. Lazy. We don't want to, like I said, I don't want to change any kind of connotation or have people say, what? So this is sign used for leather. So let's just do lazy. And then G, our handshake for G, for guilty. I felt guilty. She was guilty, right? Disappoint. I'm disappointed. I missed her when she was visiting. Okay. So now let's do our paragraph, right? Oh, and did we do stupid? Stupid or dumb. You could also do stupid. stupid, dumb. That could also be for stupid. Um, so someone, like in the South, we say they're being ugly. That doesn't mean their facial, their appearance, their physical appearance is their behavior is ugly. And we already did this for ugly. You can do it with two hands. Ugly, ugly. So we have dry, ugly, summer. So it just depends on where it is on your face. So make sure that the ugly is underneath your nose and above your lip, underneath your nose, and dry is down here. Summer is up here because you're wiping out the sweat, and then drying, you don't even have any, water in your mouth. So, and I don't know why ugly's there, but anyway, yes. Okay. So here we go with our sentence. So I'll try to do it slow. Bill was very happy and excited. So you could do and if you wanted to, but you could say Bill, he was excited and happy. Right? You could shift instead of doing the sign for and. So if you don't want to remember the word and, so Bill, he, because he's not here, Bill, he was happy and excited. So we're just going to shift just a tad. Just excited. And you could say why. Why? Remember it goes why, but why? Because, it's a check mark. So why is this? Or you can do why, goes into the Y hand shape, or why? Because his experience, and he started to exaggerate. Yesterday's newspaper story made Jill, can't even spell Jill, sad and depressed. So we could do sad, depressed, because we want both. Sad, depressed. Why? Because Brad, now we've already got Jill over here. Bill's finished, so we've got Jill because Brad, good personality, K hand shape, but when it's like this, it's a P, personality, his friendship is desirable, is wanted. People want it. So to desire something, I want that. You can use desire. You can use desire, but really they want to be his friend. The awful quarrel or argument was stupid and ugly. Stupid and ugly. So we don't want to use, you could use and if you wanted to. You don't have to shift, but shifting just a tad. Stupid, ugly, but you stupid and ugly. You're just shifting just a tad. It upset. I'm here in the middle. Let's turn. Frustrated, returning, and angered everyone. Everyone. Envy and revenge. You can just hold this one and do this one. You don't even have to move this one if you don't want to. Create bad feelings. Proud, boastful, and selfish. See, I just moved so that it's and or a comma, right? So you can start out proud, boastful, and selfish. People, K hand shape, and you come back towards yourself. I see people do this. It looks odd to me. I don't think it's wrong, but it looks odd. It comes backward. I think that's more natural. It goes backwards. Anyway, always fell her jealous and careless actions, behavior, actions, talking gossip, surprised us. Don't be foolish, crazy, lazy to disappoint me. I mean, that's all of it. I had to do that because it's basically 3 stories or several stories, but it was this one, a couple of paragraphs. But anyway, you did great, I'm sure. And so I hope I did it slow enough so that you could do that. So I hope that you feel good about using the signs and using a sentence and a paragraph. I'm going to show all the way it looks, the paragraph. So enjoy and have a good day today, and I will see y'all later. Bye.